Today's topic is facing your fears, and what better place to start than one of the scariest places for me, my high school. Yes, we're here at Marriottville High in Adelaide, South Australia. That's the Eden Park canvas where the senior students went. So in year 11 and year 12 here in South Australia, that's what we call our South Australian Certificate of Education. It's when you're a senior, right? So I'm wandering over here to the junior campus because I wanted to talk about facing your fears. I'm walking 200 kilometres, that's 125 miles, in the month of October to raise funds and awareness and support for those suffering from mental health. If you'd like to donate or contribute, go to petejohns.com/walk. So, what do I have to say about this one? Well, facing your fears. First of all, we've got to define what's something that's scary. And for me, it was playing music in public. Are you a creator? Are you a musician? Yeah, maybe you're scared by the same thing because you're worried about what people are going to think. What will they think of me? Will they be judging me? Will they be saying things about me? That's all up in here, and that's something you've got to deal with. But here's the problem. What we define as fear these days is not really what our brains were designed to do. We were designed to be running away from woolly mammoths and trying to protect our tribe, as opposed to these days where we fear things that aren't actually going to necessarily hurt us. And the whole fight or flight or freeze methods that we use are based on the fact that if a saber-toothed tiger's about to bite your head off, you need to run away, you need to freeze, or you need to fight that thing. Whereas these days, if you are just anxious about something, it might not always be life-threatening. Doesn't mean it's not important, but you probably need to reconfigure how you're thinking about it. Which brings me here, the scene of what was perhaps the biggest fear that I had, and that was as a 15-year-old, the first time I performed music in public in front of a bunch of other 15-year-olds. Yeah, my peers, my high school peers. And the reason that I'm here today, and it's the school holidays, by the way, in case you think I'm a creepy man with a backpack wandering around a high school, but this is the scene. This is where my band Scarpa, or at the time I think we were called Shonky Wiring, performed for the very first time, right there on that amphitheatre. And this is my campus. So this is where I had a lot of fear back in the day. But here's the thing. Did it actually ever hurt me? Well, no. In fact, the story of that day was that we played some pretty epic songs. We played Alive by Pearl Jam up there, one of the first songs that I ever performed. And here I was thinking that, you know, the jocks and the bullies were going to say, "John, you're terrible." No one said a single thing. They either didn't care, or the ones that actually liked music as well said, "Hey, you guys sounded pretty good. And yeah, what are you going to play somewhere else? What are you doing with this music stuff?" So yeah, the fear was unfounded. The brain, the little pea brain in there that was saying, fight, flight, freeze. Luckily I was able to push past that because it's a great memory now, and I don't know if I would still be playing music today if I didn't do that. So the bottom line here, and what I wanted to bring home with this, is that our brains aren't perfect. They weren't designed for this modern society of social media, of social pressure, of people and worrying about what people think. They were designed to keep us alive, yet we still get that same thing. If you've suffered anxiety or panic attacks, you know it still feels like you're in danger, even when you're not. So the important thing is here that the more you do it, and the more often that you push yourself out of that comfort zone, the easier it becomes. Repetition. The more times you realize that if you get up there on stage and you sing a song, you ain't gonna die, then the easier it is to do it the next time. So I hope this helps you out. Don't forget petejohns.com/walk. I'm more than 40 kilometres towards my 200 kilometre goal in the month of October. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, you rock.